The number one thing you have to do for better health, for longevity, for happiness, is have strong legs. And let me be clear about something. I'm not talking about lifting heavy weights. This isn't about pushing some kind of workout or chasing a perfect body. Having strong legs is the single best habit that will help you be healthy, that will help you feel great as you age, that will help you have a longer life, and it's going to help you effectively beat disease. Strong legs are how you create stability so you can show up for yourself in your life. Strong legs are how you do not end up in nursing homes where you see your children only once a year or never at all. Strong legs are how you do not need help moving about. And it starts now, no matter how old you are. But in the last few years, walking has been presented as the only way seniors can have strong legs. This, of course, is not surprising, as seniors cannot lift weights in the gym like they used to do in their 20s. Walking is safe and good as well. But what seniors do not know is that walking is not enough. As a matter of fact, you can walk 10,000 steps a day, but if you do not do these two rituals that seniors are doing now to have strong legs, your legs will continue to weaken. I will tell you those two rituals in a second. As a matter of fact, I will also tell you 3 things you are doing every single day that are causing your legs to weaken day by day. Before we begin, where are you watching from today? Subscribe to our channel if you haven't. Let us get into it. Number 1, the cold water leg ritual. As we age, blood circulation to the legs naturally becomes slower. Blood can pool in the lower parts of our legs, leading to swelling, varicose veins, and that heavy, tired feeling many seniors experience in their legs. But when cold water hits your legs, your blood vessels tighten up. This process is called vasoconstriction. Your body immediately responds by rushing warm blood from your upper body down to your legs to protect them from the cold. Once you step out of the cold water and warm up again, your blood vessels relax, and this process is called vasodilation, and fresh, oxygen-rich blood floods back into your leg tissues. This cycle of blood vessels tightening and loosening up acts like a workout for your circulatory system, strengthening the walls of your blood vessels around your legs and improving their elasticity over time. The cold water ritual combats this by actively pumping blood through the legs, keeping the vascular system responsive and efficient. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reach the leg muscles, which helps them maintain strength and recover from daily activities. This practice involves deliberately exposing your legs to cold water at the end of your morning shower, and it creates several powerful physiological responses that directly strengthen leg health. But that is not even the best part. Also, cold exposure triggers the release of norepinephrine, a hormone that reduces inflammation throughout the body. For seniors dealing with arthritis, joint pain, or chronic inflammation in the knees, hips, and ankles, this regular cold exposure can significantly reduce morning stiffness and discomfort. Many people report that their legs feel lighter and more mobile after making this a daily practice. This is how to do the cold water leg ritual for the best resets. Start with lukewarm water if a full cold feels too shocking. Begin at your feet and slowly move the cold stream up your calves, over your knees. The upward movement follows the direction of venous blood flow back to the heart, supporting the natural circulation pattern. 30 seconds is enough to get benefits, though you can work up to 60 to 90 seconds as you adapt. Your legs might tingle or feel slightly numb at first, but within minutes of drying off, you'll notice a warm, energized sensation as blood rushes back in. What a lot of seniors don't know is that consistent cold water exposure strengthens the smooth muscle and blood vessel walls, improves the function of valves in leg veins that prevent backflow, and trains your nervous system to regulate temperature and circulation more effectively. Over weeks and months, this translates to less leg swelling, reduced pain, better recovery from walking or standing, and a noticeable increase in energy levels throughout the day. Some research even suggests improved immune function and better sleep quality from regular cold exposure. The beauty of this ritual is that it requires no special equipment, takes less than a minute, and can be done by anyone, regardless of fitness level. It's one of the simplest yet most effective ways to maintain vascular health in your legs as you age. But this alone is still not enough to give you very strong, solid legs. That is because it does not target the nerve ending in your legs. Improving the blood flow to your legs is one thing. Activating the nerve endings is another. Your nerves need activation to stay alive. And that is why you must also include the second ritual into your daily habits. Number 2. Grounding. This practice involves walking or standing barefoot on natural surfaces like grass, soil, sand, or even concrete, creating direct skin contact between your feet and the earth. It's based on the principle that the earth carries a mild negative electrical charge, and when you connect with it barefoot, your body absorbs free electrons that can have profound effects on your leg health and overall well-being. Your body is an electrical system. Every heartbeat, every muscle contraction, every nerve signal involves electrical charges moving through your tissues. Throughout the day, you accumulate positive charges from electronics, inflammation, and metabolic processes. The Earth's surface is rich in free electrons that have a negative charge. When your bare feet touch the ground, these electrons flow into your body, neutralizing excess positive charges and restoring electrical balance. Think of it like plugging into the earth to recharge and reset your body's electrical system. As we age, chronic low-grade inflammation becomes one of the primary drivers of leg weakness, joint pain, and muscle deterioration. This inflammation shows up as stiff knees in the morning, aching hips, swollen ankles, and that general feeling of heaviness in the legs. Grounding has been shown in studies to significantly reduce inflammatory markers in the blood. When you ground regularly, you're essentially giving your legs an anti-inflammatory treatment every single day without any medication or side effects. One of the most remarkable effects of grounding is its impact on blood viscosity, how thick or thin your blood is. Research shows that grounding reduces blood clumping and makes blood flow more smoothly through vessels. For seniors, this is critical because poor circulation in the legs leads to muscle weakness, slow healing, cold feet, and increased risk of blood clots. Within minutes of grounding, blood becomes less sticky and flows more freely to the muscles, joints, and tissues of your legs, delivering the oxygen and nutrients they desperately need to stay strong. Choose a natural surface in your yard, a park, or beach. Morning is ideal because dew on grass enhances conductivity, making the electron transfer more effective. Start with just 10 minutes if that's all you can manage. Walk slowly and mindfully, feeling the texture of the earth beneath your feet, or simply stand still if walking is difficult. The key is uninterrupted skin contact. No shoes, no socks, nothing between you and the ground. Moist soil and grass work best, followed by sand and concrete. Dry surfaces like wood, asphalt, or vinyl don't conduct electrons well. Beyond the electrical effects, walking barefoot on natural, uneven surfaces activates thousands of nerve endings in your feet that have likely gone dormant from years of cushioned shoes. These nerves send constant feedback to your brain about balance, pressure, and position. This sensory input strengthens the small stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and lower legs that are crucial for preventing falls. Your proprioception, your body's sense of where it is in space, improves dramatically, making you more stable and confident on your feet throughout the day. People who ground regularly report remarkable improvements in leg pain, particularly arthritis pain in knees and hips. The reduction in systemic inflammation means joints are less swollen and stiff, muscles recover faster from activity, and chronic pain that's been present for years can diminish or disappear entirely. Many seniors also notice better sleep, which is crucial because deep sleep is when your body repairs and rebuilds muscle tissue. The combination of reduced inflammation, improved circulation, enhanced balance, and better recovery makes grounding one of the most powerful rituals for maintaining leg strength as you age. When you ground outdoors in the morning, you're also exposing your skin to natural sunlight, which triggers vitamin D production. Vitamin D is essential for calcium absorption and bone density. Strong bones in your legs mean less risk of fractures, better support for muscles, and greater confidence in movement. The sunlight also helps regulate your circadian rhythm, improving energy levels and sleep quality, both of which directly impact how strong and functional your legs feel. The beauty of grounding is that it costs nothing, requires no equipment, and works with your body's natural electrical system rather than against it. It's not a replacement for movement and proper nutrition, but it's a ritual that amplifies everything else you do for your leg health, creating a foundation of reduced inflammation and improved circulation that makes strength possible. This will all improve the health of your legs, strengthen your nerves, muscles, bones, and help you have stronger legs. But only if you stop doing these 3 bad habits. You may not even know it, but these habits are the reasons why your legs are getting weaker daily. The first on this list is the comfort chair habit. This habit involves relying exclusively on recliners, soft couches, or chairs with armrests throughout the day. While these pieces of furniture feel supportive and safe, they're silently stealing your leg strength in a way that's so gradual you won't notice until significant damage has been done. Every time you sit in a chair with armrests, your body instinctively uses them to push yourself up when standing. Your arms bear most of the weight, your core barely engages, and your leg muscles, particularly your quadriceps, glutes, and hip flexors, do minimal work. The same thing happens with deep, soft couches, where you sink down low. Getting up requires either rocking forward multiple times to build momentum, or pushing hard with your hands against the cushions or armrests. Your legs become passengers in the movement, rather than the primary drivers. Muscle tissue operates on a use-it-or-lose-it principle that becomes increasingly unforgiving with age. When a muscle isn't regularly challenged to work near its capacity, your body decides it's wasteful to maintain that muscle mass and begins breaking it down for energy. This process, called sarcopenia, accelerates dramatically in seniors. The specific muscles responsible for standing up from a seated position, your quadriceps at the front of your thighs and your glutes in your buttocks, are among the largest and most metabolically expensive muscles to maintain. When you stop using them dozens of times per day by relying on armrests instead, they atrophy faster than almost any other muscle group. What makes this habit particularly bad for your legs is how it creates a vicious cycle. As your legs weaken from underuse, standing up becomes genuinely harder, which makes you rely even more heavily on armrests and push-offs. This further causes muscle loss and weak legs. Within months, what was once effortless becomes difficult. Within a year or two, you might find yourself unable to stand from a regular chair without assistance at all. At that point, you've crossed a threshold that's extremely difficult to come back from. Your independence begins eroding rapidly, because if you can't stand up on your own, you can't use the bathroom independently, you can't get out of bed safely, and you become reliant on others for basic daily activities. The solution isn't to throw out your comfortable furniture, but to be strategic about how and when you use it. Keep 1 or 2 armless chairs or firm dining chairs in your main living spaces and use these for sitting throughout the day. Kitchen chairs, piano benches, or wooden stools work perfectly. Every time you sit and stand from these chairs, your legs do 100% of the work, keeping those critical muscles engaged and strong. Another powerful practice is floor sitting. Spend time each day sitting cross-legged or in other floor positions while reading, watching television, or having conversations. Getting down to the floor and back up requires tremendous leg strength and mobility. Even if you need to use a coffee table or couch edge for assistance initially, the movement pattern challenges your legs in ways that chair sitting never will. Many cultures where floor sitting is common see remarkably low rates of mobility decline in older adults. You find Asians do this a lot, and they tend to age well. The research on this is sobering. The ability to rise from a chair without using your hands is one of the strongest predictors of longevity and quality of life in older adults. Seniors who can't perform this simple movement have dramatically higher rates of falls, hospitalization, nursing home admission, and mortality. The comfort chair habit doesn't just weaken your legs, it's a direct pathway to losing your independence and shortening your life. But the reverse is also true. Seniors who maintain the ability to stand up using only their legs, preserve their independence, stay out of care facilities, and live longer, healthier lives. Number 2. Dehydration. When you deliberately restrict fluid intake throughout the day, often out of fear of nighttime bathroom trips or concerns about incontinence, The reality is that chronic dehydration is silently destroying your leg strength in ways that are far more dangerous than the inconvenience you're trying to avoid. Your muscles are approximately 75% water. Every single cellular process that builds, maintains, and powers muscle tissue requires adequate hydration. When you don't drink enough fluids, your blood volume decreases and becomes more concentrated. This thicker blood flows more slowly through your vessels, particularly to the ends of your legs. Nutrients, oxygen, electrolytes, and hormones that your leg muscles need to function and repair themselves simply don't arrive in sufficient quantities. At the same time, metabolic waste products that should be flushed out, like lactic acid and inflammatory compounds, accumulate in muscle tissues around your legs because there isn't enough fluid to carry them away. Seniors already face an uphill battle with hydration because the sense of thirst diminishes with age. You can be significantly dehydrated without feeling thirsty at all. Many seniors also take medications like diuretics for blood pressure or heart conditions, which actively pull water from the body. When you add intentional fluid restriction on top of these factors, you create a perfect storm for muscle deterioration. Your leg muscles and strength are operating in a constant state of deficit, never getting the hydration they need to maintain their size, strength, or function. And that is not all. When your body is dehydrated, it triggers a stress response. Cortisol levels rise, and your body shifts into a catabolic state where it begins breaking down muscle tissue for energy and to release the water stored within those muscles. Your legs, being the largest muscle groups in your body, become a primary target. The body essentially sacrifices leg muscle to maintain hydration for vital organs like your heart and brain. This process happens gradually, day after day, week after week. You're literally losing leg muscle to provide water for the rest of your body. What's worse is dehydration reduces blood volume, which lowers blood pressure. For seniors, this creates a dangerous situation called orthostatic hypotension. When you stand up, blood doesn't flow quickly enough to your brain, causing dizziness, lightheadedness, or even fainting. This is one of the leading causes of falls. Ironically, the very behavior you're using to avoid bathroom trips, restricting fluids, is increasing your risk of a fall that could result in a broken hip, hospitalization, and permanent loss of mobility. The bathroom trips you fear are inconvenient. A fall can be life-ending. But the solution isn't to drink excessively, but to drink strategically throughout the day. Focus your fluid intake in the morning and early afternoon. Aim for most of your daily water by 4 or 5 p.m. This allows your body to process fluids and reduces nighttime bathroom trips while still keeping you hydrated when it matters most. Start your morning with a full glass of water as soon as you wake up to rehydrate after the night. Keep water within arm's reach throughout the day and sip consistently, rather than drinking large amounts at once. If incontinence is a genuine concern, work with a healthcare provider rather than restricting fluids, which only makes the problem worse. Pelvic floor exercises, bladder training, and addressing underlying medical issues are far more effective solutions. Many seniors find that proper hydration actually improves bladder control because concentrated urine from dehydration irritates the bladder and increases urgency. You can also increase hydration through food. Water-rich fruits like watermelon, oranges, and berries, as well as vegetables like cucumbers, tomatoes, and lettuce, contribute significantly to your fluid intake. Broths, soups, and herbal teas count toward hydration as well. This approach feels less like drinking water and more like nourishing your body, which many seniors find more appealing. The research is clear. Chronic dehydration in seniors is associated with increased risk of falls, hospitalization, urinary tract infections, kidney problems, cognitive decline, and mortality. Your legs simply cannot maintain strength without adequate hydration. The muscle wasting, joint deterioration, fatigue, and dizziness that come with dehydration create a cascade of problems that rob you of independence far more severely than occasional nighttime bathroom trips ever could. Number 3. The chronic undereating habit. This habit involves consistently eating too few calories, often 1,200 to 1,400 calories daily when your body actually needs 1,800, 2,000 or more. This happens for various reasons. Appetite naturally decreases with age, Many seniors live on fixed incomes where food costs matter. Cooking for one person feels pointless, or eating alone simply isn't enjoyable. Whatever the cause, chronic undereating triggers a devastating process where your body literally consumes your leg muscles for fuel. Your body requires a certain number of calories each day just to keep you alive, to power your heart, maintain your body temperature, fuel your brain, and support all the basic metabolic processes that happen without you thinking about them. When you consistently eat fewer calories than your body needs, it must find that energy somewhere else. It can't create energy from nothing. Initially, your body will burn some stored fat, but it quickly shifts to breaking down muscle tissue because muscle is metabolically expensive to maintain. Your body essentially decides, we don't have enough fuel coming in, so we need to get rid of these calorie-hungry muscles. Your leg muscles are the largest muscle groups in your body, which means they require the most energy to maintain. When your body is in caloric deficit and looking for tissue to break down, your quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and calves are prime targets. This process is called muscle catabolism, and it's ruthlessly efficient. For every day you're significantly under-eating, you're losing small amounts of muscle tissue. Over weeks and months, this adds up to substantial muscle loss. What once were strong, functional legs become thin, weak, and unable to support you properly. As you lose muscle mass from undereating, your metabolism slows down because muscle tissue burns more calories at rest than fat tissue does. This creates a vicious cycle. You eat less, you lose muscle, your metabolism drops, so you need even fewer calories to maintain your, now lighter, body weight, which makes you feel less hungry, so you eat even less, which causes more muscle loss. Seniors can get trapped in this downward spiral where they're eating less and less, losing more and more muscle, and becoming progressively weaker without understanding why. When you're under-eating overall, you're almost certainly not getting enough protein, the one macronutrient your muscles absolutely need to maintain themselves. Even if you're eating some protein, it gets used for energy when overall calories are too low rather than for muscle maintenance and repair. Your body will literally break down the protein in your leg muscles to fuel your brain and organs, then fail to rebuild those muscles because there isn't enough dietary protein coming in. It's like trying to repair a house while someone is simultaneously tearing boards off the walls to burn for heat. Undereating causes profound fatigue because your body doesn't have enough fuel to operate properly. You feel tired, weak, and unmotivated to move. This makes you sit more and move less, which further accelerates muscle loss. Your legs aren't just losing mass from undereating, they're also losing function from disuse because you don't have the energy to use them. The combination is devastating. Many seniors attribute this fatigue to just getting older, when in reality they're experiencing the effects of semi-starvation. Chronic undereating doesn't just destroy muscle, it also weakens bones. Without adequate calories and nutrients, your body can't maintain bone density. Your skeleton begins to thin, making fractures more likely. When you combine weak bones with weak muscles, you have a catastrophic situation for your legs. The muscles can't support you properly, and the bones can't withstand normal stresses. A minor stumble that would be inconsequential with strong legs and bones becomes a hip fracture that changes your life forever. The solution starts with understanding that as you age, you actually need to eat more intentionally, not less. Focus on nutrient-dense, calorie-rich foods that pack maximum nutrition into smaller volumes if large meals feel overwhelming. Nuts, nut butters, avocados, full-fat dairy, eggs, olive oil, and fatty fish provide substantial calories and nutrients without requiring you to eat huge portions. Make eating social whenever possible. Invite a friend for lunch, join a senior center meal program, or do meal exchanges with neighbors where you each cook and share portions. The social aspect makes eating more enjoyable and encourages you to prepare real meals rather than just snacking or skipping food entirely. Many seniors find they eat significantly more when dining with others. Prepare foods in advance when you do have energy. Batch cooking soups, stews, casseroles, and other one-pot meals that you can freeze in individual portions means you always have something substantial to eat, even on days when cooking feels impossible. Having ready-to-eat nutritious food available removes the barrier of effort that often leads to undereating. Consider adding protein-rich smoothies or shakes between meals. These are easy to consume even when solid food doesn't appeal, and they can add 300 to 500 calories plus 20 to 30 grams of protein to your daily intake without feeling like a heavy meal. Greek yogurt, protein powder, fruits, nut butters, and milk or milk alternatives blend into delicious drinks that support muscle maintenance. You can try these recipes for starters. Recipe 1. Take 3 eggs and scramble them in a tablespoon of butter or olive oil. While they're cooking, add a handful of spinach. It wilts right into the eggs. Throw in some diced tomatoes, maybe a quarter cup of crumbled feta cheese if you like it. Serve this alongside a slice of whole grain toast with avocado spread on top. The eggs give you about 25 grams of protein. The healthy fats from the avocado and cheese help your body absorb nutrients. The spinach adds magnesium for muscle function. This meal takes 7 minutes to make and gives your leg muscles exactly what they need to stay strong. Protein for muscle repair, healthy fats for joint health, and real food energy that lasts for hours. Recipe number 2. Take a salmon fillet, any size. Brush it with olive oil, sprinkle some salt, pepper, and a squeeze of lemon. While your oven preheats to 400 degrees, cut a medium sweet potato into wedges, toss them in olive oil, and a bit of paprika. Put everything on a baking sheet. Bake for 20 minutes. That's it. The salmon gives you omega-3 fats that reduce inflammation in your knees and hips. The sweet potato provides complex carbohydrates that fuel your muscles without spiking your blood sugar. Together, this meal delivers 35 grams of protein and the kind of nutrients that keep your legs mobile and pain-free. Recipe number 3. Take a cup of full-fat Greek yogurt. Not the low-fat kind, you need those calories. Add a quarter cup of mixed nuts, walnuts, almonds, whatever you have. Throw in some berries, fresh or frozen. Drizzle a tablespoon of honey on top if you want it sweeter. That's it. You just made a meal with 30 grams of protein, healthy fats for your joints, antioxidants that fight inflammation, and enough calories to actually maintain muscle mass. This takes 2 minutes. You can eat it while reading the paper, and your legs will thank you for the high-quality protein and nutrients they're getting instead of just toast and tea. These aren't complicated recipes. They're simple, real food that gives your legs what they actually need to stay strong. Now that you know the 3 dangerous habits that are quietly weakening your legs, I have a question for you. Which of these habits have you been unknowingly practicing? Drop a comment below and let me know. I read every single one, and I'm genuinely curious about your experiences. If you're serious about finally building the strong legs you deserve at your age, I've created something special just for you. My comprehensive ebook contains over 75 recipes specifically designed to build strong legs and kill weak legs even at 85. Every single recipe is crafted for both vegetarians and non-vegetarians, targeting the exact nutrients your legs need to stay powerful. This isn't just a collection of